It caught us off guard. A global pandemic of a scale not seen in a century. It affected everyone, and every part of government needed to react. The Defense Logistics Agency played a key role on many fronts for its unique capabilities and crisis management experience. This is how DLA stepped up to serve our forces, our nation, and the world. January 31st, DLA Analytics tracked initial alerts from global resources.
So early on, there was a report during our daily operations brief that there was an outbreak of a virus in China.
We were in the infancy of understanding how the virus attacked the body, but we needed to prepare for it.
There was a realization that 85% of the material that our country needed was actually made offshore. And so we quickly set about coordinating with the medical distributors, with the medical industrial base to understand what the nation could make domestically and where we were going to have to find it to meet our shortfalls.
Well before the virus hit our shores, DLA was busy in the Pacific.
So in February of 20, Korea really was the center of gravity for COVID. We worked with troop support to move the PPE that was on hand to those forces in Korea.
As the virus spread across the Indo-PACOM AOR, we were in full mode. After that, we had to go and continue that support to EUCOM, AFRICOM, and CENTCOM until it hit here in the homeland.
March 13th, COVID-19 was declared a national emergency by the President. The U.S. military needed PPE by the millions. More than 30 DLA personnel were now being positioned within the White House Task Force, critical government agencies, and military commands.
When the President announced as a pandemic, we started using that same model of embedding with our partners to where could we embed personnel to help those agencies as they started taking more immediate actions to combat this pandemic.
And so instead of another government agency trying to figure it out on their own, now you have that subject matter expertise that's embedded that they can just rely on to provide solutions and minimize the time it's needed to execute.
As the demand for medical materials exploded, government agencies gravitated to DLA's strengths and speed.
I view DLA as an acquisition machine. We have an enormous amount of contracts out there that support a whole wide variety of products and services.
We have many thousands of contract managers, contract specialists, and acquisitions professionals. So when you go to a place like FEMA, they had 40.
We were getting orders for FEMA, for Health and Human Services occasionally, but that really exploded once March 2020 happened. That's when we got a significant influx of orders and requirements from those agencies who were unable to procure that equipment in a timely fashion when we were.